ora Bulavanaka Malole, and welcome back here to Navigation Home Stadium, where the Pasifika Youth Cup is well underway. Here, up next, Tonga Development taking on Fiji, and with me in commentary, Chairman of PAC, John Devonshire. John, how are you?
Good, thank you, Izzy. Yeah, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
First, Tonga Development and Fiji, two teams that very likely will play on the final of the championship division tomorrow. So a very exciting contest.
Mate, if it's going to be the way that the other teams and other games have gone today, it's going to be fantastic. And the Fijians, they bring their own sort of flair, own sort of passion. Here they come.
So the two teams walking out onto the field.
It's great, isn't it?
Great collegiality between the two young teams. A lot of friends, a lot of players that have played together in their club and their school rugby league, playing here together and against each other.
Most definitely, Izzy. And hey, mate, you know, it's rugby league is the vehicle, but this is a celebration of cultures. This is representing your nation in the Pasifika Youth Cup, and it doesn't get any better in the cultural exchanges, or the wero as we call them in Haka. Mate, they set the tone, don't they?
Showdown of Pacific Brothers, Tonga taking on Fiji. The challenge has been laid now between the two sides. We're ready for kickoff.
I think he might be 4-all on the haka, critiquing 4-all. You think is he? Or?
Yeah, look, I was impressed by both sides.
Okay,
They seemed all in tune. They knew what they were doing. As we look to the Tonga development team list and a couple of players to look out for today. Solomon Vaka, impressive yesterday, scoring 2 tries. And their comeback win. Tyson Hansen, the young fly half, his play work at the line, setting up players was impressive. Their coach, Hingi Fusitoa. And for Fiji, Taniela Maisiri was impressive for them yesterday and showed a lot of leadership, as well as Troy Sande, the centre who will come off the bench. Rory Fetiniboa on defence as well. Their coach is Steve Hatch. Referee for today's match, Liam O'Brien, and he'll be assisted by Parkinson and Ipia Muruketi.
Yeah, great guy, Liam O'Brien coming up. He's the son of Kenny O'Brien, who was a coach out of Wellington, lives in Dunedin, studying down there in universities. They've been around on the NZRL scene of refereeing and also at our tournaments, and it's great to have him here. Also, like you said, Paki Parkinson, New Zealand #1 ref, and he's a great bloke too, and giving back to the game. And there's a young up-and-coming boy in Ipia Murukete from Rahui Pōkeka.
So we are underway, and Tonga Development will have their first chance with ball in hand, and it's a big hit up. Hands of Ambrose Puluno to start things off. Some big hits. Sione Finau feeling some tough shoulders coming in from the Fijian side. Nathaniel Fafita carrying back into the traffic, spinning away. Good leg drive there.
Yeah, most definitely. They're going to have to put them first up tackles. They're going to have to make them the Fijians, because the Tongans get a roll as they earn the penalty.
Noki Vainalo actually took that carry forward and won them that go forward with his work, and a penalty won here for Tonga Development. So a good start for them. Yeah,
referee Liam O'Brien saying the markers went square, the Fijian markers. So yeah, they're into the Fijian side of halfway now. Tonga Development.
On the carry there, straight from the quick tap, good meters gained. Finau again busy. Third tackle now on the set for Tonga Development. It's a good area to attack from for them. So sling it wide out to Palu. And his pass just over the head of Lazarus Ngata. So Fiji will have possession.
Yeah, some good yardage plays there from the Tongan Development side, but execution there when going wide into in the green zone play didn't find the mark. So but still a settling down period. I think you've been going 3 or 4 days, but it's still it's still an arm wrestle that first 10 minutes. Doesn't matter what game you're playing, it's still the same, mate.
After several days now playing back to back to back, it's very impressive how these players are coming out and performing. That run out and the tiring of bodies across the length of the tournament has to be a factor.
Yeah, and that's why we modified the rules slightly, Izzy. Like 20 players, unlimited interchange. We've got to respect and a duty of care for their health and well-being, as he's lost the ball in the tackle there, and they've turned it up again, have the Fijians, and it's just going to be a little bit of discipline, in terms of ball control.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it's been a very impressive tournament in terms of the talent on show so far. JD, have you been impressed by the talent on show and the level of players that we've had come through?
Every year, I was talking to a couple of scouts, and I saw 3 clubs that I caught up with just prior in the morning, and they say, whilst there's some boys that already signed, they're always looking for the next one, and there's been 2 or 3 names mentioned, and that's what it's about. It's an opportunity. You put them in the shop window, and they take the opportunity. But let's not forget, it's about our nations and our culture, and that's the unique difference than mainstream.
Big run down the touchline here for Otovaikavalu for Tonga Development, and Ngata trying to step away from dummy half. Well tackled there. Fiji winning Tonga Development winning a penalty.
I think that's their third penalty, is he? And it's going to come to count. The back end of the game, all that effort and you're using up in your tank on defence will pay a price or take its toll.
Cooley on the carry, sent backwards. The Tonga development definitely on the front foot here early in this one. Utavai Kavalu again used to batter up the field. The Tonga development. And now Vaiangalo, a try scorer yesterday. He's that X factor they may need as they go to the line. Wriggling out of tackles, nearly over is Tuota. Held up the call.
It's referee Liam O'Brien right on the spot there. No better man to make that call, but the big forwards are starting to make inroads already.
There's the captain, Fafita, with the kick in behind. It's loose. Well picked up. And Fiji survive another foray deep into their red zone in defence, or the green zone for Tonga development.
I think he could have that kick again, he would, wouldn't he? Play for the team, it's a bit of a head rush. However, the flair of the Fijians as they run this ball out, this is going to be good.
Aggression in defence. Potentially some frustration for Tonga development. 5 minutes, they've really dominated possession and territory, and still the scoreboard remains 0-0. Fiji, My City, deciding to kick early in the set and send it long. It's taken down by Mafi, Kohaleti Mafi. Afamui from dummy half, just trying to give his forward some time to get back behind the ball.
That's right, returning the football, kick return as we call it in the game, but let's not forget, Whanau, this is a break up the middle.
Amanaki Palu, a lovely break there. The fullback coming in and injecting his impressive footwork and speed back inside. Utavai Kavalu takes 3-4 defenders to bring him down.
So strong.
Impressive strength here as Tonga development go back the short side, a kick in behind. Well collected, but tackled in the end goal. Great work. Lazarus Nata, one of the smallest players on the field, on the chase.
Yeah, good play. That's intelligent football. That's a good football. Mate, we're talking January. We just had New Year's Eve, so we're talking January, and they're playing this level of football. I think it's outstanding. But good back-to-back set from the Tonga Devel grade. And let's not forget Whanau, who you may be watching the games today and during the week. Both these teams are unbeaten. So there's a lot on the line here for the championship grade final tomorrow. So they're both unbeaten. As he won't be playing for Man U, that bloke.
Accidentally moving past his foot as he tried to trap it on the ground, and so a few extra metres won for Fiji. He's attacking. It's a Pati 5-4, and he's driven back. Fiji just building some momentum on defence here. A couple of small moments going their way. As Tonga development managed to flick a ball out the back. Yeah. However, it's called a knock on.
Yeah, he lost that in the tackle, and referee Liam O'Brien is right on the spot, and he's right on the money. Mate, every tackle's a cheer from the crowd, whether you're a Tongan or Fijian, and mate, it's sure exciting stuff. Is 0-0 and early stages of the game, but credit, you got to give credit where credit's due, is he? And that's the Fijian defence. They're scrambling really well.
Absolutely. And for teams that haven't spent a lot of time together over the course of the year, haven't trained a lot and haven't built those combinations, this is very impressive to see these teams working well and figuring out how to work well together.
Is that commentator's curse to see it?
Yeah, look, maybe. No. But otherwise throughout the day, you'd say that these teams have been very impressive, and those mistakes haven't really been to the forefront. They haven't really been evident across the quality that we have seen. But when this tournament first began and you saw it in its early days, how much has it changed?
Yeah, well, because you got to remember, this is the accumulation. This is the pinnacle, because we start down at 13, 14, 15 years of age. So that these kids have come through their systems and aspire to be. It's like playing. This is first grade. This is our NRL. So yeah, it's attractive, but it hasn't lost its passion or intensity.
How difficult is it to organise those sort of tournaments across throughout the year in under 13s and under 14s.
Well, as a collective, and that's what PAC is, Pacific Auto Collective, as the Tongan team, they're in, he's over.
Vaka.
He's over.
Solomone Vaka has scored the first try of the game for Tonga Development. He scored 2 yesterday, so 3 to his name for Solomone Vaka from St. Pat's College down in Wellington, from the Mayor of St. Pat's Club, Solomone Vaka.
I think it had to come in, to be honest, after that early mistake by the 5'8", knocking the ball on. You can't turn the ball over, and you know, they've had the ascendancy, have the Tongan Development grade through their forwards and players like this, and that's just too big, too strong.
Superb charge from Solomone Vaka from the Lapaha and Tongatapu villages in Tonga, representing his Tongan family out there today brilliantly. What a try for Tonga Development. They start off the game with the lead.
It's really great what you mentioned in there in the village and what we call the hapu and iwi, because that's what it's about. It's connecting with your culture as well, and especially with a lot of in our Māori space, the players that have been residing in Australia and brought up there and stuff. You know, reconnecting with the hapu and the iwi, the marae, and what we normally term as whakapapa, and same as these island boys. And well done on that research on those villages and those islands, and you know where they're from. And mate, that's outstanding, and that's part of it. And they can just play football a bit, can't they?
Yeah, well, I think maybe what might get missed when we watch so much elite level sport now is how, as a player develops and plays for a variety of different clubs and first teams, often they don't get that opportunity to represent their country and their culture as often as they'd like to, because they get into a development system and sometimes they miss these opportunities. And so this is a fantastic way for those players to get involved, isn't it?
Most definitely. The big fellow charging the ball off the kick.
The try scorer wants another go at it, and he's done brilliantly well here. Solomone Vaka was used off the bench as an impact player yesterday and bagged a double, and today he continues that form. Looking impressive, Otavai Kavalu with the error, and so Fiji, well, they'll be grateful for that. Finally, some possession for them inside Tongan territory. Yeah,
bit of field position, is you did right, and you know, as a front row, mate, you know, you got to have good hands, and you got to pretend it's an egg burger and hold on to it. You know, you can't spill the pill, and you know, you've just turned it over on the second tackle. So I think the flair and the pace and the evasiveness of the Fijians will be versing the power of the Tongan Development. So I'm looking forward to this, but you still got to do your fundamentals of holding the ball, catch and pass, and get to a completion.
Absolutely. Both teams looking for that consistency. This won't be the last time they play each other tomorrow. They'll play in the championship final, so today it's about figuring out their game and figuring out the places where they can find some sort of ascendancy.
Yeah, most definitely, is he. And if you think that it's just a rehearsal or just a practice run through, you got to think again, people. There's no love lost out there, and you're playing for psychological advantage. You're playing for passion, and when you pull your country or your nation's jersey on, if you don't give 100, you better go in the car park.
You can hear it in the crowd, can't you? The fans and supporters backing their teams. They're spirited, they're passionate. I want to see these two teams throw everything at it.
And hand in the tackle there, looking the ball out. So it's Fiji's turn to attack.
Quick tap from Rounds, Mark Rounds, dragged backwards. Good tackle on him, Tuuta. There's Declan Davis. Good line speed coming up. Aulika stopping him from building any momentum. It was a high pass for him to bring down as they aim to go wide, and it's in the hands of their playmaker, My City, into the gap, and through and over the line. Great try here for Fiji. It's Solo Belena Kasakasa of Kelston Boys High School who scores for Fiji.
Good size centre there, Rizzy, and they spin the ball wide. You know, I thought, don't get white line fever and tackling in around the ruck. And the halves, they got in there, and your spine have got to organise your play, whether it's left edge, right edge, and they moved it to the left edge, and the big fella running onto the ball took it to the line nicely to 7, and there you go.
Caught out, Isitakao Kuli. Just come up a little bit flat, and on a hard, direct line, Solo Belena Kasakasa scores the try.
looked like he'd come out of the line, the Tongan development defender, and instead of holding his shape and coming up in unison as a team, as a line, he shot up. He went for a legs tackle, and mate, you can't do a legs tackle on that bloke.
One of the bigger players in this Fijian side. It's easy to forget the size and the level of play that we're seeing from some of these athletes. They are all under 18.
Most definitely, and I just want to give a shout out to the Tongan development, to Hingi Fusitua and Salmayan and the Hakula Tonga boys, because you know, we needed two sections of four, and we had to get another team. And it's not the first time that Tonga development have been in the competition, Izzy, and to even up the numbers. And a lot of these blokes are the early 16-year-olds and all that, 15, 16-year-olds. So you know, they're going to have another year at it, and we're grateful for them. And you know, they're proving competitive. They won it last year, but you know, let's not forget last year, and our sentiments to the Auckland whānau, because it got rained off. We're at Bay Roskill there, and that was the floods and the state of emergency, and you know, we still wanted to play, but you know, you can't do that. So it's been testament to the weather this this period and this time in February, and to the country's Manukau rugby union, and using Navigation Stadium, we're really, really grateful. So yeah, well done to the Tongan development, a younger brigade.
Absolutely, players in the side ranging in ages from 15 to 17. And all of them showcasing a lot of talent. As Fiji now have the lead after the conversion from My City, 6-4, and got the wind at their backs. They're playing with some real momentum, but a loose pass picked up well by Rounds. Good hands by him, batted backwards into the hands of Palu. Manaki Palu securing possession for Tonga development. Messy stanza of play there for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, the Fijians are used to playing sevens. I think, you know, like, it's keep the ball alive at all costs. But in our game, you got six. You know, there's a word called patience. You got execution. You got to hold the ball for six, get some field position, because they got some excitement machines. And out of all the teams I've seen this week, I think they're capable of going length of the field. So you know, just have a little patience, get to your completions, and you know, it'll happen. You know, a little bit of patience.
And both sides will be rewarded greatly by a little bit of patience at this point. Still 15 minutes left in the first half, 4-6. We've both seen both sides use their opportunities. A lot of errors as well. So it'll be what team can minimise those errors here in this second quarter of the first half. Tonga development, a drop ball. Sione Finau picked up quickly and away into space. Play on the call. Good break there, Keanu Hughes. And they go back to short side. Up and going again, knocking the ball on. Play continues. Vaiangalo. Whispers of a high tackle. A big shot coming in there.
Yeah, and you're right. You got it. You called it. Yeah, and he's gone to ground. I hope the young fella's all right. But yeah, I don't think there's any malice intended. But it's pretty warm and sweaty, and a bit of sweat on the ball, and she's like a slippery soap. But you know, you got to hold it. You know, as referee Liam O'Brien calls out the Fijian captain, just give him a little bit. Son, you've got to keep him below the shoulder. You can hit as hard as you like below the shoulder, but don't let it creep up around the head. So yeah, never a dull moment in this game, in this championship game, Izzy. She's back and forth, and the young fella, when he made the break, I thought, you just hold the ball, son. Yeah.
There was a moment of pause there where he wasn't sure if play was going to continue, Keanu Hughes, but he backed himself and managed to get it all the way upfield, and then just on that next play, a knock on. But JD, I want to know about some of the volunteers here in this tournament that have made this tournament really happen. Can you tell me about some of the heroes here out off the field that have been able to come together?
Most definitely, man. They're probably the two that lead our pack out. The pack is made up of 7 nations, and each nation has 2 people that volunteer. And myself and Dave Panapa represent Aotearoa New Zealand Māori Rugby League and as chair. But we have a tournament coordinator in Hingi Fusitua, and he's supported, and he represents Hakura Tonga. He represents, he does a lot of mahi work behind the scenes. We have Phil Tasmania from Nui. He's in association with Tony Tietia and his crew, Alan Caddy with the referees. So there's a bit of a team, and my role is made easy because they're very good people and know what they're doing. And it's just about coordinating the effort, But they're all volunteers. As the bloke, I hope he's okay. Yeah, he might just Might just think it's Friday. Or
Sione Finau leaving the field, sadly, with the injury of the high tackle coming in.
I must say, Izzy, and you've covered a lot of the games this week, the spirit in which the game has been. There's passion, there's joy, there's disappointment, but I've got to give the Rangatahi a rap. It's been played in good spirit.
There's been a maturity about the way that they've left things on the pitch. As soon as the games have been over, there's been handshakes, there's been hugs, there's been laughter. There's been appreciation for both sides, and no need for any sort of frustration taken off the pitch. It's been a very mature last 3-4 days of really good high-level sport, played with a real sense of sportsmanship.
Okay, another penalty, and Fijian discipline's just letting them down a bit. Shoulder saying referee O'Brien, but crucial part of the game is either side of half-time is, if Hakula Tonga, the Tonga development, can take advantage of this field position, because they have enjoyed a superior field position in this first half, and they can put their noses in front leading into half-time.
You'd have to say, for the possession and the ball they've enjoyed, they would be disappointed to go into half-time with a 2-point lead to Fiji.
I think so, fair call.
Down by 2 points, being driven back. And it's the try scorer, Balane Kasakasa, with a good tackle.
It's a great tackle here.
Otavai Kavalu beating a tackler, offloading, bouncing in the air. Wangalo unable to get a hand to it, maybe a little bit too eager to get the ball away after making those meters.
Mind you, he's a big bloke, and you're 10 out from your line. You want to, and offload, that's the area you want to be doing it. But he went to regather the ball after he put it back, and he was from offside position. So rightly so, he's penalised. And I use that word again, has he? Just got to be a bit patient. There's 10 minutes to go. You're on second tackle. You really don't have to force the play.
Well, we haven't seen many completions as of yet of sets where either team has been able to get through 5 tackles and then aim to kick, really play out and try and get some completion to their game. An incorrect play of the ball against the knee.
I'm looking for our big man, Kata, is it?
Balane Kasakasa. Yeah. Heading it up for Fiji. Naivol onto the field. Up in his Naivol. Out my city. Balane Kasakasa beating another defender, the try scorer.
And that was a footwork. That wasn't a bit of power, but that was footwork.
Balanced runner. Plays prop in rugby union. And out here today showing some versatility and skill set in rugby league. As they work it up and forward, Mark Rounds, he's been busy today for Fiji. Funny Valu out wide, my city.
They got numbers out there, he shifts it.
He looked to offload over the top. Tonga development doing well to stifle him with their line speed. And behind. Now, Lafani Valu, nearly over the line. Only the desperate tackle of Cooley stopping him.
Try saver, is he?
And a handover, so a huge play defensively there for Tonga development.
That's desperation, that's body on the line stuff. That's he could smell the white line, he could smell it, he could taste it.
Dedication on defence from Tonga development as they look to work their way out of their own half. Taken Koheliti Mafi. Quick ball called for by Moore, JD Moore. He finds Fafita, the captain. Follow me. And Moore again, they're getting quick ball now. Paya stepping. Wrapped up well, another good tackle coming in. And again it's Balana Kasakasa. Back, wayward kick. Into the hands of Balana Kasakasa. He's got no one in front of him but Palu. Amanaki Palu out of nowhere. Coming in and making a huge tackle. Tonga development again. Big plays on defence as it goes out to Hughes. Keanu Hughes stepping. Rounds with the ball. Straightening, getting back to his feet. He may have lost the ball.
He has, I heard the whistle go there. Yeah, just ball retention, but oh mate, he charged down to kick the big 40 footer. Was a coconut. He had it in one hand and he was ready to crack her open and drink it. But he made some good yards. Like you said, completion. You identified earlier about the the completion rates are were way below 50%, and like it's exciting, but quality-wise, you gotta just tighten up a bit. But excitement, well, if you're not doing nothing, whānau, there's still 2 games to go down here at Navigation Stadium here in Pukekohe. And the finals day tomorrow, I'll tell you what, never a dull moment.
It'll be humming. Fans have really turned up. They've sung, they've danced, they've celebrated throughout this tournament so far, in the finals day be the climax. Tomorrow we will see some epic rugby league and an era. Another gift.
Yeah, you just can't afford that stuff, eh? And, and the young fellas, I know it's hot, I know it's January, and they've all just come back from the beach, but you got to click into the zone, and we teach our schoolboys, and our schoolgirls, hold the ball for 6, get to a kick, especially defending your own line. It's it's a crucial part of the game here with just over 5 minutes to go, and in the first half, and if Fiji can get the 4-pointer or the 6-pointer, it just pushes it out a little bit further for Tonga Development as he makes for the line. And I was going to say that's very easy. He could have stretched out, but he's playing the ball in the dummy half. 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Looking to go straight over. He may be held up. They've done well there. Again, Amanaki Palu involved on defence. They're very close to the line now. But good line speed coming up and stopping the Fijian attack.
But here you go. Referee O'Brien says you were at front of the ball. There's a penalty. Hang on, you got to come back, mate. So, still presents them with a right real opportunity here, the Fijians, to post another try if they can. I think a settle in a spread would be the go here, is he? Or just spread right from the get-go, and they are. They're spreading from the get-go.
My City over the top. It's Messi. He collects his wayward pass and goes out wide and offloading to his winger, who does well to stay in the field of play. Right, Forsyth. No, the flag's up.
It's a penalty. He was held, and they went on with the tackle, and they wanted to grab him because they thought if we can get him over that sideline, we'll get a scrum, and the tackle had been completed. So you just gotta have your awareness and be awake. But Fiji, yeah.
Well, Tonga Development, if they can survive this onslaught on their line from Fiji, they'll be very satisfied. They've had to put the body on the line on several occasions as My City sends it wide. Malua Fiti already made a nice break earlier in the sequence. So go wide again. Dummying, losing the ball. And there's a double knock on. Frustrating for
Fiji. I could see him look at the ball. He was looking at the line. He didn't even want the ball. He was looking at the line and said, I'm over. I'm a 4-pointer. Put my name on the in the paper. And bang, he said, oh, yours.
Langi Taki there with the error. So Tonga Development, if they can just take their time here, 3 minutes left before the half time.
Yeah, we're just looking to consolidate here and go to the half, won't they? Just try and retain the ball for 6, get a quick kick down, and and then go to the half time and have some oranges and some water and some wine gums, and get re-energised and back into it, eh? Get
Absolutely.
Those magic words from the coaching staff, Steve Hatch for the Fijians and Andrew Limalu for the Tongans Development. You never know, with Pacific Island and Māori football, they might run from the length of the field.
Speaking of, Lazarus Nata showing some speed, stepping back inside. Lazarus Nata, great run there, over into Fijian territory.
It's
and now
50 metres.
Paia Fafita carrying it forward with vengeance, the captain.
He's saying they went back 10, referee Liam O'Brien,
Here's their moment, Tonga Development, just 2 minutes left. They're going to pump it into the corner and have one last attacking attempt at this Fijian line. Can they take the lead into the break?
I think they can. You leave look at those forwards. They're grouping around the side. Yours, cousin. I'm after you. You got the first one. Let's hit the post. Okay. That's one. They'll drive again at the post.
More
2.
flying along. Vaingalo, good fend. Now, Aulika, good tackle on him. 3. Lafani Valu with a good low tackle, dragging Tonga to ground. Now hitting it up. Javier, Malakai Javier spinning, close.
Oh, he couldn't
just
turn
short.
the big fella. 4.
Quick ball more. Hitting for Fita, it's knocked on. And now Fiji have the pill and they're going away with it.
Don't go away, folks, you missed something here. Jeez, the big fella, it looks like he might have done an injury. What's the referee saying here? Penalty? Marker not square or holding down?
Ebenezer Noble for pick up there and the nice run.
He just couldn't turn it over, could he, the big fella? He dived, but he tried to turn like turning over a piece of steak in the fry pan. You know, you got 2 minutes both sides, and wow!
Didn't have 2 minutes.
Couldn't eat it up.
Javier, just short, frustrating for Tonga Development. Both sides have gone millimetres from the line, but the defensive efforts have held up to the challenge. And with 20 seconds left, there's just 2 points in it here in the first half. Cutting back into the traffic, a good run there. Ravosai.
Have a go, spread it, boy.
Maluafiti, My City, a kick into space, in behind. Muffy getting a hand to it.
Take the tackle, son. Take the tackle, hold the ball.
Will go to ground. And with that, we will have an end to an outrageously entertaining first half of rugby league here. Tonga Development and Fiji throwing everything at each other, but the score remains 4-6. Fiji in front.
It's an absolute feast.
At Pertec, we understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec, we'll keep you operating.
Six to 4 at halftime. Fiji ahead of Tongan Development here in the Pasifika Youth Cup on the championship side of the draw. These two teams have been the best of the lot in the championship, and the coaches are laying down some words to their teams, getting them ready for what will be a big second half. JD, what do you think those coaches will be saying?
Well, you know, it's pretty easy to, for us to sit there and say, hey, boys, hold the ball, you know, get it to completion. But, you know, they play with flair, they play with freedom, and that's always fought this. You know, we're not playing for a sheep farm. You know, we've got an opportunity, but we still need to execute the fundamentals. So it's about retention, field position. So get to your completion, get to a set, get to a kick. But
fundamentals shown there. Solomoni Vaka with the first try, hard direct running, scoring that try, and then just after Solo, Balanai Kasakasa, another big man running straight, scoring the second try of the game, and with the conversion, Fiji put themselves in front.
Yeah, they sure did, and that was what shifting the ball to that left edge, and I thought that was a strength for theirs is moving the ball, ball movement. I love to see these Fijian backs get the ball in hand, and mate, they're exciting to watch.
So JD, watching these teams out here today, it must be exciting. You can see the tournament growing. Where do you see the future of the Pasifika Youth Club going?
Well, we need to address the football space, the girls space. We'd like to get a few more nations with teams and provide that opportunity, especially now given the NRLW and the 10 teams and the expansion of our women's teams. The Warriors have come in with the Eski ball and the held mats and the Jersey flag, and Cameron George and his team they're big fans of ours and big supporters and funders and helping. So we can look to explore those opportunities. Nations-wise, there's some other nations like Papua New Guinea and Luking, the Australian Indigenous. They're all Pasifika, they're all Indigenous cultures and people. So we're always on the lookout and trying to do things that little bit better. But we need just consolidate. I think the game is back, is it? Sport in general throughout Aotearoa. The COVID period has come and gone, and we're fighting back. Having said that, the numbers are increasing, but I think we're back. The game's back, and today and this weekend and this week has been an example of that.
Rugby league, one of the fastest growing sports in New Zealand on the women's and the young ladies side of things. How do you ride that momentum? How do you use that at these age grade levels? You've got the 13s and the 14s and the under 18s. Is there a way that we can keep them connected with the game? Well,
if you look at rugby league and the dynamics of rugby league, I think there's something like it's about 80 or 90% of people that play the game are Māori and Pasifika. So, you've got to address that. And what comes with that, family and whānau. So your kids, your wahine, your kōtero, your tama, your boys and girls and men and women, and we make it the game for the whole family, and if we embrace that from a whānau perspective, it's going to help, and especially within our clubs and our schoolboys and junior football as we look to the second half. And too close to call, 6-4. This next 10 minutes is going to be crucial, but the extent of the style of the game looks like it's going to go right down to the wire.
As we kick off, right, JD, no team able to score on that last 10 minutes before the halftime hooter, but this next 10 minutes, right after the break, who will hit first? Who will get the first punch in of the second half as Fiji have possession just inside their 30?
Yeah, he gave himself up, didn't he? He gave himself up, the big fella. He leaned over and he said, I had too many oranges at halftime, and took his hand off the ball, and that's a coach killer. Coach killers, and the first set after the resumption of the play, you just got to be, your headspace has just got to be in the game.
A frustrating error for Fiji right out of halftime. Both teams would have been communicating the need to keep the ball in hand and really treasure that possession and get through the sets, and straight away Fiji some 3 tackles and another error. So Tonga Development really have the first opportunity of the second half, and it's Malakai Havia who carries it forward. He went oh so close just before halftime to a try, but was unable to reach out. Really have another chance here as they go to Vaka, their try scorer, Solomone Vaka, over again, 4 tries for Solomone Vaka. Brilliance from the young man, bringing Tonga ahead.
Yeah, the best forward on the park, is he, and on the back of that error, and those are coach killers, and the Fijian boys have just got to regroup, get rid of it, get it out of their system, and get back down here and play some football, because I was going to wrap their defence, because to call it like it is, Tonga Development had the better of the first half, but it was the defensive effort and the heart of the Fijians that limited them to 1 try. But that is not the start you want, but it's going to obviously put their noses in front, the Tonga Development, and he deserves this. He's the best he's the best prop on the field.
Well, that's exactly how the first half started, wasn't it? A try to Solomone Vaka in the opening moments of the game. Now Fiji, well, they have to try and reenact exactly what they did in the first half and try and score in reply.
Most definitely, and know in the other code cricket, you know, they say catches win matches, but in rugby league too, you catch the football, you don't turn it over. So he bangs this over.
What was it you said before? Hold it like an egg burger?
I was just getting a bit peckish, missed lunch, so yeah, hold it like an egg burger, 2 hands.
Hold it like an egg burger.
You might get a bonus scoop of chips, that makes all the difference as well, but yes.
Quote of the day.
Quote of the day. Hold it like an egg burger.
I love it. Fiji now down by 4 points. Tonga Development converting the try. It's 10-6. Solomon Ovaka with 2 tries here to his name. His direct running, the difference so far.
Most definitely, yeah. And like I said, Izzy, you know, the 10 minutes either side of halfway in a rugby league game, or even a rugby union game for that matter, they are crucial periods of the game, that third quarter. And into this third quarter now, and you know, if Tonga Development were to go back to back, it just pushes it out that much further for the Fijian boys.
Here comes Vaka. Big hit coming in on him. Doing well to go low. And the tackle to slow his speed was Balanaisa. Defence from Fiji is good. They're swarming the ball carriers. Not dying in the tackle. Not giving them any extra meterage in the
well
carry.
taken.
Well taken by Fafita, the captain. Sure hands and leadership there from Nathaniel Fafita. Dropping the ball off for Puluno. Paya. Kiniminato. Paya driven back.
Yeah, got in
Nearly a
dangerous
lift.
position, but yeah, it wasn't, no intention. That's fine. Well refereed.
The kick in behind. Back to collect it. Going deep into the end goal. It will go dead.
I like your word, swarming defence from the Fijians, and they need to, because you know, physically and pound for pound, I'd say they're a few kilos lighter than their Tongan opponents. So that's a good word you used in description that we wouldn't normally use in rugby league. But they're swarming like flies, like, you know, bees around the honey pot, and that they need to get up in the face of the Tongan Development side.
City handing it over to Lasawa, who's hit hard by Malakai Javier, illegally deemed by Liam O'Brien.
Bring back the biff. I like that.
Big hit from Malakai Javier.
No, he's okay.
Going to have a word, the coaches,
yeah,
the referee.
Sorry. He's okay with it. You know, like, he didn't get up and go after him, or, you know, yeah, we just, look, he's limping, the poor fella, and he's got 100 kilos behind him, and he just wants to say, well, Happy New Year. Don't put him in the bin. He's doing a lot of pointing here. No. Yeah, we love it.
Here we go, looking at
Let's
this,
have a look at that.
lining him up. Malakai Javier in with the shoulder. Well, that's shoulder to head, so dangerous contact. I'm glad Liam O'Brien, the referee there, took some time to have a word with the player, Malakai Javier, and just make sure he was aware. He's lucky to be on the field.
Hey, Fijian boy picks his teeth up. He's okay. Here we go now as the big fella. He says, give it to me. I'll get your team. And he offloads.
Great work there.
Great offload.
Malano Kasa again involved with the carry and the offload, lifting his Fijian side with his work on attack. He's now hitting it up the middle. Naival, Fiji, a crucial period in the game for them. Can they reply? My City out wide. Just trying to
execution there, is he? Just not finding its mark. So, you know, the halves and the centre's got to get those combinations right in those second row on those edges. As he come down the right edge here, the big fella.
Another hard carry, Mark Rounds. Over for Hifo.
I think he'd be better to come wide the fullback. A couple of times now he's gone into the 5'8" or the standoff position, and he's taken the ball back.
Here's My City, a kick in behind. It's played at. Vaingalo has it. Taken to ground, but Tonga Development diffused that attack with some good defence. Amanaki Palu breaking them up the middle. Amanaki Palu being chased down by My City. It's a foot race. Palu stepping still. Brought down by My City. Taniela My City with some great cover defence, but Tonga Development are on attack. It's Fafita. Polono stepping back inside. Numbers out wide if they want to get it there. Moore going quickly for Paya. Wants to hit his winger in the corner. Nata. Good tackle. Fiji. Vaingalo, quick play. Sitting up for Fafita. Line speed of the Fijians rewarding them on that occasion. They go again. Fafita, a kick in behind, no real chase. And the captain, Nathaniel Fafita, puts the ball dead.
Lost opportunity, Rizzi. I thought they had enough ascendancy and momentum in the game through their forwards and their backs to spread it, and just the execution not quite the, they had another 30 metres on the left of the post to go to and challenge this Fijian side, but just weren't able to execute. So you just sort of, just let out of a little bit of life there, the Fijians, because that pushes that score out. So now it's their turn.
It's the work of their captain, Taniela Maisiri, in that race with Amanaki Palu, who made the break up the field. It stopped him from scoring. Great speed shown there from the 7, Taniela Maisiri. As now Fiji bundled backwards. Otavai Kavalu with some good defence. The bench for Tonga have been impressive. They've brought an impact as Maisiri has to go back and collect a loose pass. Paya going in to tackle him. He gets an offload away, and now breaking downfield. Away they go. One last pass, and it's not handled. Palu coming away with it. Frustrating effort.
They did all the hard work, Izzy. He made the break. He got down there. He just had to draw and pass, but he dropped the egg burger.
Here comes Vaingalo, bumping away defenders. Inoke Vangailo for Tonga Development, and they go quickly. Paya stepping, getting away from his marker. Good offload for Polono. Tonga Development, they're on fire now, making their way downfield. Vaka, dummying, stepping. Solomon Vaka. Vaka bumping them away. Still going, Vaka. Vaka, is he over the line?
Yes, he's going back. He's walking back. He's taking the long way.
Solomon Vaka gets his hat-trick. A 20-metre run. Absolute brilliance from Vaka, and Tonga Development extend their lead. Beautiful work there from Solomon Vaka.
We give him Player of the Day awards. We should give it now. Give it to him. Go out there and give it to him. Give him some order, because that's end-to-end stuff, and it should have been Fiji going down the other end of the field, but they dropped Pearl and turned it over, and this big man, he's more than a handful. He's proven a handful, and if Grant Pockington and Cappy and that are here from the Warriors, they should be looking to sign this bloke, because he can play, and maybe get that body in a bit of shape, and he's very strong. He's got good work ethic. And I just want to acknowledge the Warriors too, because they're big helpers in our development with our pack. New Zealand Rugby League, Greg Peters and his team, they provide a lot of resources and assistance to our tournament in terms of finance as well. And so it's a team effort, but they're Vaka.
Solomon Vaka, St. Patrick's College in Wellington.
St. Patrick's College in Wellington. Oh, I thought his name was Whanua Blake. The way he's playing, he's manhandling them.
Plays for the Wellington Orcas.
Okay, yeah.
Solomon Vaka, an impressive talent here, being unearthed and really finding his feet at the Pasifika Youth Cup. And he has been massive for his side today as they go out to a 16-6 lead over Fiji.
Crucial. Like I said, after 10 minutes after half time, that's a crucial part of the time of the game, and they just made it that much harder now. It's a 2-score game. They're going to have to score twice, Fiji, and the clock, plenty of time on the clock. You don't panic. You still, because I just think if they execute right, and they go to their back line, if I was the coach, I'd get the message out, 1 or 2 in and spread the ball wide and get our fast men on a one-on-one with these Tongans, they're right back in this game. But that last pass, the big fella, hold it that way he goes. He's pumping, fist pumping.
What do you say? Hold it like an egg burger?
Mate, the yolk burst.
It did. As now Tonga have their tails up. There's confidence in their carries. They're up by 10 points. And Fiji, well, if the final's tomorrow and they're taking on this team, they'll be shivering at the sight of Solomon Vaka, who has been their downfall today so far, as he takes the ball forward again. Met hard on this occasion.
Good defence from the Fijian boys. Yeah, that's what they got to shut him down before he gets going. As he get up in this, yeah, nothing in it. Play on, ref, good call, Liam. Don't you blow a penalty.
JD Moore playing it quickly. Tonga development, knocking the ball forward. Palu just having to stretch out a little bit too far in front of him to catch that one. And Fiji clapping, revving each other up. They know they're not out of this yet.
Most definitely, Izzy. And you know, like I say, I think it's time to go wide and you know, give the ball some air and get these fast Fijian backs and get them into some space and one-on-one with their opposite, and you know, just liven it up and have a go.
I think it's going to be Taniela Maisiri, their captain, who's going to have to break this game open for them. He was a sevens winger for New Zealand secondary schools on the 15 side of the things this year. He's been a member of the Fielding High School First 15 for 3 years now. He's a real speedster, but in this game he's playing as a playmaker.
I like the fact that these teams, these nations have gone through the motu to the country. You know, you talk about St. Pat's, and now you're talking about Fielding, and well done to Steve Smith and Manil Kumar.
Another error, but you're right, JD. They span the country to get involved in this. On the women's side of the draw, players from Southland and Invercargill all the way up north to Kaikohe. We really are seeing representation from all areas of New Zealand.
Well, it's about inclusivity.
And of course the Pasifika.
Yeah, Pasifika, yes. Yeah, see, that's again turnovers, and you know, Steve Hatch there, you know, he hasn't got much here to pull out, but he'd be pulling his hair out like what, you just got to retain possession, boys, you know. Give them all the ball each tonight and sleep with it, and come back tomorrow, you know, and just still be connected to the ball. It's pretty hard work when you've been D'ing up and you're defending and you're using all that energy, Izzy, and then your turn with the ball and you turn it over in the second or third tackle, and it just takes the juice out of you.
Excellent carry from Amanaki Palu. Again, he's been heavily involved, but you're right, they just can't build any confidence or continuity in their play, Fiji, because of the mistakes that they're making early in their sets. And if anything about the scoreline it's going to change, it's going to be because they can actually string some phases together. As now Tonga development work their way up the field. Otavai Kavalu, who's been busy today.
Because they're swarming really well on the fence, Fiji, and they deserve a lucky, you know, I won't say a lucky break, they've got to earn the break and earn the right to use the football. So, you know, they've been asked a question right here, right now, is he?
Fafita taking on two defenders, taken high but still wriggling forward. JD Moore with the ball, sending it out to Paia. Vaka waiting for it, won't get it because Paia goes himself and he's close to the line. Going into play, dummy half, Solomon Vaka, he wants another go at the line, he ducks underneath.
Yeah, he went between the players, yeah, that was...
He wanted his fourth try. That was white line fever if I have ever seen it, Solomon Vaka.
Mate, he's better running onto the ball than trying to go from dummy half. He can't get down low enough. You know, he went straight for his pass. Yeah, he's gone between the legs of the player. You can't do that. That's,
So Maisiri, his big boot, unleashing.
He can kick, can't he? He's got a good boot on him.
Very versatile skill set, Taniela Maisiri. Looks like he's going to be taken off the field.
So looking a bit ragged, the Fijians now, is he? You know, I've just noticed the body language. You know, it's you know, getting hot in the afternoon. They've been under the pump. They've defended really well. So, you know, oh mate, just so casual, isn't it? It just looks all. Just need a little bit of urgency, a little bit of concentration. Like you said, get some continuity in their play.
Dropping it off to Cooley. The offload away is Messi. Otavai Kavalu will come away with it.
So that's another turnover on tackle too, and that's 4 in a row. And that's yeah, they'll sleep well tonight. They've done a lot of defence.
Polono now for Tonga development. Going forward, big carry here. Good leg drive from the tight forward as Moore drops it off for Fafita. Fafita hitting the line hard and over the line the captain. Nathaniel Fafita with a great try.
I just think the Fijian heads are starting to drop. Yeah, the Fijian heads are starting to drop now. They're turning the ball over and going, Barry, we should be down the other end, my brother, and we're standing underneath the post. And they ran third tackle across the sideline, turned it over, and a couple of big drives to the post, and then Fafita with his pace. You got to feel a little bit for the Fijian boys, but it's just they're starting to hurt you. Mistakes are starting to. They haven't crept in. They've been in the whole game, to be honest, and it's just unfortunate that they're unable to capitalise and get any field position. Kick to come. This will push it out to 24-6.
Great work hitting the line there, Nathaniel Fafita. He hit it at pace.
That's the key, the pace. And when you're backtracking and you've done 4 or 5 back-to-back sets like that, and you get the ball, you turn it over. It's just hard work at any level of football.
Fafita converting his own try in Tonga development after a difficult first half. Have come away to a 22-6 lead.
Probably a fair reflection on the play, but the excitement speaks louder than the score, I think. But you've got to, you really got to acknowledge Tonga and their ball retention, their simple but effective game plan, of just going forward, laying the platform. They're just laying the platform, and then likes of Fafita now they're feeding off that.
Absolutely. They've probably been the more consistent team in the second half in terms of getting through their tackles and making their way up the field.
Yeah, and that word you use, continuity, and they're probably the most exciting team to watch here, Fiji. They play with plenty of spirit and passion, but you've got to have a skill level as such to match that.
It's Tonga now, a 16-point lead. Solomon Avaka has not slowed down. The big man rumbling into the defence. Solomon Avaka. How many more times will we say his name in this tournament in the big moments?
Hate to see his yardage plays, mate. That'd be huge. He must be over 100 metres, that bloke. I don't think he's gone off, has he? He's just the Energizer battery. He's just wow.
12 of the team's 22 points to Solomon Avaka, as Tonga now starting to really express themselves as they shift the ball. Payton Kata going to ground there. Now back onto the field is Finau. He's recovered from his injury earlier in the game, which is good to see.
Because he's an athlete and he's a class player, and we don't like to see any player from Indian nation there. They suffer injuries where they miss game time.
Fling the ball
just
through the backs.
Just their execution is, it's going a hand, they kick, they catch and pass, draw and pass. They're not turning the ball over as much as their opponents.
Oversight doing well to get away from the initial chase. He's got the ball outside of his own end goal.
I think there might have been a Tongan chaser in front. Oh, he's given he's given the 10-metre call. Referee Liam O'Brien had a good game. Like when there's a lot of action and a lot of turnovers, you look to play the advantage, and I thought he's controlled it very, very well. Actually, one of our most promising up-and-coming referees, young Liam from down in that the deep south there. Gee, a bit cold down there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dunedin, is it?
Yeah, Dunedin. Yeah. Change of temperature up here, although this time of year in south it can actually get just as warm. Another one of the referees here today, Ipeha Murukiti.
Oh, he's from the capital. He's from the nice warm metropolitan that is Huntley.
A little bit about him, one of the youngest referees at this tournament.
Yeah, 15 years old, is he? So, it's not all about playing, and, geez, lucky got a 50-50 call went between the legs. But it's just that execution again, like you say. You can't build momentum, you can't build pressure, eh?
Absolutely, Fiji, you can tell not a lot has gone their way today. They'll be frustrated. Rounds carrying forward. He's been a direct runner.
Yeah, I think he's been one of their better forwards, actually. He's given them a round-up.
I see what you did there. As they go through the hands, and Sandé, Troy Sandé, comes onto the field. And something interesting I've noticed that they've actually left Sandé and Vitini Boa, two of their key players from yesterday's victory, off the field for a large portion of the match. They haven't seen the field, so I wonder if there's a tactic to that, as they know they're going to play Tonga development again in this tournament. A couple of players, number 4 there, Rory Vetiniboa, who was one of their big hitters in defence yesterday, and Troy Sando, their centre, one of their key men. Hasn't seen a lot of
You're on the money, yeah, is he?
time.
Knowing Steve
Might
Hatch,
be being rested.
knowing Steve Hatch like I do, and Steve Hatch, they'll be looking forward to that and saying, oh, we're there regardless, but you don't want to let it blow out, because you get that psychological mental toughness in your game and in your mind. And I think whilst it will be the championship final tomorrow, and they're finishing strong.
It's Rounds again with a big hit there, a nice tackle. He hasn't let the scoreline deter his efforts. Mark Rounds.
I think he's been one of Fiji's best, actually.
Rounds from Rotorua Boys High School. It's a high kick, it's going to stay in field, it's going to sit up, and a fortune as the ball sits up, and Baden Kaza, isn't he chuffed? What a try, the ball just sitting up for him and landing delicately in his hands. Fortunate work there for Tonga.
Catches win matches, and oh, here we go. He's doing his try celebration up in the grandstand, and wow, he watched it. He looked over his shoulder. I was confident he was going to catch it, and in the end, he paid the price for just a little bit of lax and concentration there, is he? And as good wingers, and I saw in the New Zealand Māori Samoan match today, the fullback and the outside wingers were guilty of dropping the ball or not taking it on the full. And he had time to get that, and he thought he'd let it bounce. To be fair to the man, it did bounce right in back in the field of play, then over the dead ball line. And that's an oval ball, it can bounce either direction, and that's why young people watching the game and coaches encourage your players to take the ball on the full.
He took a risk there, didn't he, Joshua Koroivuki, on the play, assuming that it would find touch and that he wouldn't have to play at it. And it landed just inside the touchline and bounced awkwardly for him. And Baden Kata, can't underestimate the importance of the chase, being there and being ready for that opportunity for it to sit up. And he goes over to score. Tonga Development's 5th try.
Well, they say, a kick is only as good as the chase, and that chase was right on target. There was a lot of effort, and say no more.
We have a new goal kicker for Tonga Development. Let's see his accuracy.
I'm on him,
it's good.
I'm on the big fella.
It's a great kick.
That's the best kick of the week.
Tonga Development.
That's the best kick of the week. The prop forward.
Lining it up and
Where
kicking
you
it
been,
over.
son? Where you been? Only gives the pukana. The old tongue out the mouth. Oh, only giving you the finger up.
Malakai Javier gets a conversion to his name.
Good
nearly
Tonga
scored
name, Javier. Yeah, nearly scored.
in the first half, but he gets his name to the score sheet anyway, this time through his boot.
I'll talk about that for years. He'll have it on the highlight reel. He'll have his own little highlight reel for his career. And again, bang, give it.
Great kick-off now. Fiji on the attack. Can they get some sort of consolation for their efforts? They want to go wide. There's time, there's space. They sling it over. Sande. Kata, the try scorer, nearly wrapping him up. Not enough.
He lost the ball.
Lost the ball, and Kata comes away with it.
Oh, he must be saying it's a double knock on. He referee Liam O'Brien, because the Fijian boy reached out, lost the ball, and then the Tongans snooped on and lost the ball. So, just as we're coming, we've just under 3 minutes, or just over 3 minutes to play. Looking forward to tomorrow, Izzy. I think, Fiji will go back and look at this game and look at the replay and look at the amount of errors they made. They had opportunities. There's 2 or 3 squandered opportunities that I think would have changed the game. And like you say, with 2 or 3 personnel to come back in, I think it's going to be a hell of a game tomorrow, the championship final between these 2 teams again.
Oh, only 2 points in it in the break.
Most definitely.
And they had their opportunities in that first half. They would have felt that they left a lot out there. They've conceded a lot of points here in the second. Tonga have built in confidence. But Fiji, well, they've left a lot out there, and they can be sure that tomorrow they'll come out with a an improved performance?
Oh, most definitely Liam, and sorry, most definitely Izzy, as his name blows the scrum down, and an attacking opportunity. I just, you used the word continuity, but I just think the fluency of the attack from the Fijians is not quite there. The flair, the want is there, and the passion is there, but the fluency in terms of ball meeting the target, catch and pass as he comes off the back of the scrum and looks to go to the line, the big 23.
Jerome Archibald will carry that. So go the short side and stepping.
Looking for the consolation try now, I think the Fijians now.
Nayo carry.
They're all hanging around the play, the ball there. You've got to give them some space. And
it's messy for Declan Davis, who's met with some stern resistance from the Tongan defence. Lathani Valu. Now, Alanaisa. Again going low.
Nathaniel Fafita. Get up for one more.
Hasn't slowed down in his efforts, the captain for Tonga Development. Nata coming up. Lazarus Nata with a great tackle. Vitini Boer with the offload, going into the contact. Love the work of the small winger there, Lazarus Nata, flying up and making that tackle as Mark Rounds strides forward.
Penalty, not back 10. Late in the game. Tap and go, son. Go to the right.
Just 1 minute left.
Look at the big get. Go to the right. Take it to the line.
Can Fiji get a consolation?
Double movement. He'll be penalised. Yeah. You needed to give it one more pass to the outside. You know, you had men outside you there, son, and you know, hey, 1 minute to go. You know, they deserved to come up with the final try or a consolation try. Fiji, bang, he stopped and he stretches.
It's Keanu Hughes who is penalised. Tonga Development now in the dying moments of the match, just 35 seconds left.
Oh God, didn't find touch.
Didn't find touch in the penalty. Fiji will have one last shot through Sandé. Sandé still going. Troy Sandé diving. Acrobatic play, trying to jump over the top. There's aggression.
Mate, Sandé scored the best try on Saturday.
Wow.
That's a great try. You know, that'll be on the highlight reel.
I don't think that's been awarded. The efforts there of Troy Sandé as he tries to flip over and ground the ball. But the acrobatics on show as he tried to leap over and plant the ball.
He got over it.
But knocked on before he could ground it.
You couldn't award that, could you?
No, I don't think so.
You couldn't award that. Yeah.
I love the effort. It's a pirouette in the air. You don't see that often.
That's 12 out of 10.
But
over the top. Hand on the ball.
Not with any sort of control. And you'd have to argue whether there was a foot out.
Mate, I've got a dollar says no try.
The referee's ruled no try and called full time. Tonga Development have taken a convincing win here in their first match. 30-4 over Fiji. They will meet again in the final, and there'll be a lot to play for. Fiji, will they have their revenge tomorrow? For now, Tonga have taken the win.
Thank you for the opportunity, Izzy. I hope Willie Poching's finished his lunch. He was last seen him heading to KFC, so I hope you will come back and hasn't fallen asleep. So thanks for the opportunity, and hey, my appreciation.
Been an honour, JD, and thank you for all that you've done to put this tournament together. We're very grateful for all the work that our volunteers and our organisers have put in this massive effort to make this tournament come to life. And the Pasifika Youth Cup is certainly flourishing in its final games here. Tomorrow will be exciting, but today Tonga Development have won